super easy trick to raise your credit score. Your credit utilization is the #1 thing that will have a drastic impact on your credit score, both positive and negative in the short term. So if you're looking to get your credit score raised up as high as possible, you want to make sure that your credit utilization, which is the amount of credit that is available to you that you are using on each of your revolving accounts, and a revolving account is a credit card, needs to be below 30%, at worst, ideally below 20%, which means if you have a $1,000 limit on a credit card, then the balance at the end of a month needs to be $300 or less. If you do that, you'll be able to keep your score very elevated. If you can get it below 200, even better. A lot of people might tell you, pay off your credit cards every month, never carry a balance. You can do this from time to time, but I wouldn't recommend doing it every month, because if you do that, you're actually running the risk of the credit card company eventually closing your account. And it also signals to lenders that you don't actually use your credit. For example, if you pay off your balance every month, then it will never report to a credit bureau that you've actually ever used any credit. The carried balance is what's going to report. And so if it looks like you've never had a balance, then lenders might be worried that you're not able to responsibly manage debt. So it is a good idea to carry a little bit from time to time. It doesn't have to be a lot, but just enough to show a bank that you have had debt and that you're able to manage it and continue making on-time payments. This is a really easy trick that can have a drastic impact on your credit in less than 1 month in most cases. So keep in mind, whenever your statement closes on your credit card, let's say that your statement closes on the 17th of every month, then before the 17th, you need to make sure that you pay that balance down to below 30% or 20%. And then when it closes, within a few days, it will report to the credit bureaus, and then your score will be updated. If you've got cards that are carrying high balances right now, this is a super easy and quick way to raise your credit score, which will help you for all manner of loan approvals. Now, again, we've been over many times that buying a car isn't just about your credit score, but it definitely plays a role. So if you want to make sure that you qualify for the best rates possible, keep that credit score up, keep those credit card balances down. One bonus tip, something that we see far too often, are people that allow accounts to go into collections over very, very small amounts of money. I understand that you might be frustrated with Time Warner Cable or Spectrum Cable or Comcast or whoever it is about that $90 equipment charge that they're trying to bill you for not returning that cable box way back when. But trying to ignore it or not pay it on principal is going to give you a negative ding on your credit for a collection that will follow you for 7 to 8 years on average. It's just not worth it. If you're not able to resolve it with them and get the charge removed, just pay it. Because that small amount of money that you're refusing to pay is going to cost you significantly more money down the road in much higher interest rates whenever you need to borrow money, because that collection on your account is going to drop your score drastically and is going to signal risky behavior to lenders. We see this far too often. It's just not worth it. I get it. It's frustrating. The same goes for small medical bills or any other bill. And most often when I ask consumers about this, the response they give is that I shouldn't have been billed that was unfair, I refuse to pay it. And what they don't realize is that while I totally understand feeling like you were billed something that you shouldn't have been billed for, the amount of money that it will cost you in the long run because you're refusing to pay on principal just isn't worth it. Pay the bill, don't let it go into collections, because that collection will follow you for years. I hope this helps. If you like content like this, my name is Doug, Benzs and Bow Ties. Follow, like, and share with your friends.